Hello, this is Marvin Byer, Marvin Ridge Farms. I'm back checking out the hay, and when I was walking back here, I saw a coyote again. The wind's coming out of the east to west, so the coyote probably smelled me and Hazel, but we couldn't smell them. It's kind of even a little bit out of the south, so the coyote definitely is in the right wind direction. Coyote's not really scared of us because it's probably only like 150 yards away. So I'm guessing it must be hanging out here because we have lots of little critters of mice and rabbits. So I'm guessing it's like, I'll stay away from your animals if you let me eat. So I'm glad we got livestock guardian dogs to keep them away from our sheep and chickens, so that's always good. But coming back here, look at the hay, see how much we have. This is where I fed hay, those big squares right here this past fall. Cows and sheep are following me, gotta see what I'm doing. I gave them a little treat. We had some pumpkins left over, so now all the pumpkins are gone. It's like candy to them. I feel like it. But I put a bale out here and kind of roll it down the hill a little bit. But mostly it was bale grazing. This hay is first crop. I have a lot more hay of this. These are kind of smaller bales in a way. But look at the manure. And probably urine all throughout this. They're laying on it, so definitely it's time to give them a new bale. It's been in the 40s, hasn't been freezing at night. It's kind of been dreary, not really raining. Sometimes we might get a little drizzle, but most of the time it's just cloudy and foggy in the morning and turns into days like this, just cloudy, a little like a haze fog, I would say. Small breeze. Feels more like a, today feels like more of a fall, October, November instead of a December 27th. But I can take this. Next week's going to get colder where it's going to be freezing throughout the day. What I really like is a couple inches of snow. Keep this ground covered. Hazel's probably digging up a mouse or a vole, since we have quite a few of those, and rabbits. Usually we can walk through here and see at least one or two rabbits while we're walking around. So I'm sure that's what the coyotes is looking for. Pretty good sized coyote too. So cattle and sheep are just kind of like, what are you doing? Aren't you going to give me some hay? Well, I'll give them some hay later today. Today's in the morning, maybe mid-afternoon or so. But Hazel's really going after something there. But they got this whole section. You can kind of see where the yellow posts are down here in blue. So up here, it's probably I don't know. It's about 600 feet wide, 650, and probably, or the length, and I don't know, maybe 50 yards width, 150 feet maybe, or so. Kind of so they can walk around and they don't really nibble too much on this grass. Pasture is pretty short. And the grass that is standing, they don't really care for it unless it's in the summertime. A lot of reach canary grass, it's the taller, or some other grasses here, but they pretty much ate that down. What I like to do is give them patches of pasture at a time and roll the bales out or bale graze on the very thin grass patches. You can see there's a lot of clover in here. Like this, I'll probably put a bale and roll it down here. And, you know, you can see I put the bales here. Sheep are like, aren't you gonna give us some more hay? I was all up there, they're just getting water, so it's like, well, I'll come back here and look. And they were following me, of course, see what I'm doing. Here's our bull calves this past summer they were born. So we can take a walk around the pasture just a little bit. This is a kind of like a waterway before it was all row crops. We had a waterway here, and pretty much this grass is thick and looks good. Usually it's pretty tall, 5-6 feet tall. Some of this is brome, sometimes some of it's Kentucky bluegrass, some of it's reach canary grass. Looks like there's some what else is there? Kentucky bluegrass and K31 fescue, and trying to see if there's any other. Sometimes I think there's might be patches of orchard grass in here too, but mostly it's, say 80% is probably brome and Reese canary grass. The rest is probably Kentucky bluegrass and patches here and there of fescue and orchard grass. But look how nice and green this is. They haven't ate this because there's probably urine here or poop. I mean, they eat here and there patches of grass, but not too much. But you can really tell. I'll go another patch where I roll some grass. Another thing I've been doing is from our fireplace, I've been putting ashes scattered through here. So here's a biochar, I guess you could say, and ashes throughout here. Let's see what that does to our ground too. Kind of experiment everywhere of what to do. There's a mushroom that's all dried up. Here's another mushroom that's all dried up. But you can kind of see where the grass is right where the line where I put the line for grazing. And I think this bottom ground is a little bit better too, but you can really see the line right here where they graze too short and where this is thicker, taller. They must, and also right here, this is probably shorter because it looked like almost mid, like the seed or miss a spot or lack of seed from right there to about right here. Maybe I lifted up too, I don't know. Who knows? But here's another bale. I kind of rolled down the hill a little bit. This is another first crop hay of a different hay bale that I bought. It had a lot of seed heads in it. You can tell it's kind of thick. Kind of worn and thick in some spots. Because I think there was lack of grass here, I bet. Here's another waterway. I put a lot of cirri in here, and pretty much cirri killed everything else out, and that's why it's bare, because there was not a waterway in here when I got this. They just went right through it, and I like, well, there was a big ditch. You can kind of see it. I kind of pushed it in with my tractor beforehand with my blade. So I'll probably put a bale in this waterway here too. But yeah, this was really bad. There was a nice ditch in here, water running down here in the springtime. I think it was about 2 feet deep by a foot wide. I just didn't like how it looked. Here's one of our better grass bales. This was second or third crop hay, I think it was, and they really fine stem. They really like this, so it's a lot less here. I rolled it down 2 spots, one right here. Now I come over here, but you can see all the manure kind of all over the place. But where there's lots of manure is where the bale and hay is at, which that's what I want. Really compacted together. They even eat some of these trees down. It's probably the sheep, I'm guessing. But roll the bale down here. Didn't unroll very well. Then I kind of shake some hay off there, and I move the bale over here and kind of roll it down. So this is just the progress we're doing, little by little. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, comment. I greatly appreciate it. And Hazel is kind of scoping out maybe where the coyote's been at. Talk to you later. Bye.